guys ready for some events and new session types? So I'm super excited to be launching new containers under the Sacred Scream. Now, what is the Sacred Scream? The Sacred Scream is your truth that you've buried. It is how you want to move in this world. It is what you want to stand for. It is your voice that is able to come through you and express your truth, and for you to stand firmly in your own power and not be influenced by the judgments, the opinions, the identities of others, or external systems of influence and expectations. This is something I've worked towards myself for a very long time, to be able to express my truth, share my voice in a way that aligns with my soul's truth and inner power. And with that, the first container that is available now are Screaming to be Heard sessions, which are one-on-one sessions. They last up to 60 to 90 minutes, depending on what you need. And these differ from my key guidance sessions, where in my key guidance sessions, I'm channeling your higher self and guides to answer your questions. In these sessions, you and I connect. We both tap into our soul's energy and essence. And from there, I listen to you about what's going on in your life and energetically identify blocks that are limiting you from expressing yourself, from moving forward in your highest path forward. Blocks that could be limiting you in your career. Blocks that could be preventing something that wants to be created through you, whether that's business, art, your love life, things that aren't being voiced in your relationships. And I can tap in energetically to any ancestral blocks, limitations, or experiences that may be contributing to those blocks from you moving forward. I can tap into your past lives. I can help you identify patterns and experiences in your current life that may be contributing to this, as well as provide energetic clearing and healing during these sessions. And these sessions are more interactive, to where I want you to feel your own soul's knowing. So I may guide you through practices or techniques to feel what's going on in your body, to feel what's going on energetically for you, and for you to know yourself what the best path forward for you is. So those are available now to book. And they're super fun and super exciting, and it helps you gain a deeper connection with yourself, instead of just me providing the answers from your guides and higher self. And then under the Sacred Scream, which I'll be launching in June, will be a monthly subscription community, Unveiled Voice, where we'll gather together and do monthly journeys, energetic healings, transmissions, readings, to help you step forward and align with your truth, and also create a community space, because it's so helpful to have that community when you're trying to step into your truth and you're doing things every day that are a little bit scary, but also very brave. And you want to share those with someone who understands, may also have challenges and insights that are coming through regularly. And then the next is the Temple Roar, which is a 10-week mystery school style journey where we go through 10 gates to help you energetically release, align, and heal, and walk forward in your highest path forward. We start with family and early life patterns, moving through how you operate in friendships, how you express your pleasure, joy, and desires, how you express yourself externally and how you show up in the world, and how you ignite your sovereign flame and move forward in your truth in a way that is unshakable by the judgments of others. So if you're interested in those, you can check that out on my website. And as part of this, I'm launching the Sacred Scream with a free event, which will take place on April 29th. It's the keys of Inanna and Ereshkigal, the unfolding of your return. And the reason we're starting with a journey with Inanna and Ereshkigal by looking at the Sumerian myth is because the story of Inanna, from my perspective, is a story of someone who was born into power, but also took and received power before she was fully aware of what it meant. She also gave away power, in my opinion, without her full consent. And then when she journeyed and took her descent to the underworld to meet her sister and twin Ereshkigal, she stripped herself bare at each gate of the symbols of her power, and on her death and reawakening, rose to her power in a more conscious way, in a more sovereign way. And so we're going to take a look at my perspective of the myth and the lessons encoded in it, and then take a guided journey to help you journey to the depths of your own self, to understand who you are without the identities, the masks, the expectations that others have given you, and the power of your soul that you want to claim and stand in now. If you're interested in that, like I said, it's a free journey on April 29th. The next group event is going to be on May 1st, the Sacred Resound and Atlantis Voice Activation journey. This journey came to me recently when I was meditating on few different things, but one about the sacred scream, and my soul decided to bring forward some memories from Atlantis, where in this memory I saw a temple space, which we do journey to, and I've done this recently with a friend, where in community, in a group, you come into harmonic coherence and you sing or tone or speak light language in a way that is witnessing the emotions, the journeys of others that need to be witnessed, that need to rise to the surface, to be felt and to be known and to be heard, and to come into alignment, to release, to heal. So in this journey, I'm going to take you through a clearing and a healing of any experiences predominantly related to Atlantis, but you may need clearing or healing of other experiences in other ways. And then we're going to journey to this temple where I'll sing, tone, and use my voice, but because the clearing and release prior is going to be intended to unlock your throat, come into alignment with your energy system. If you feel called to, I also want you to use your voice. It can be muted, can be unmuted. And I just want to explain a little bit about what the temple looks like in case you're interested, which we'll be journeying to. So we go to this Atlantean temple. On the inside, how I saw them sitting is almost in like a diamond back formation, depending on how many people. The floor has threads or lines in it of crystals of water flowing through the temple. And at the center there is an antenna or rod that has circular orbs going up it. And when I was trying to figure out what that was, I knew it was something to help the frequencies move through the space. I was like, what is this? What is this rod? How do I describe it? You know, saying it's a rod is not very sexy in a guided journey. And I heard it's like a theremin, like the instrument that you play with an antenna without touching it. So there is that in the center of the temple to help with the sound. So the Sacred Resound is on May 1st. It's $22. It's in the evening, Eastern time. And then I have a few events that I planned before the sacred scream was coming to me very strongly, intuitively. I'm offering again my Love Yourself to Your Bones workshop, which is a lot of fun. And the participants last time had very good results or very good experiences during that. The Love Yourself to Your Bones is all about honoring your body. We take a look at how different body parts have been represented in myth as sacred portals for you to love and honor and to rewrite the story with your body. And then we take a guided journey to release any stagnant energy, any shame or any guilt that you're holding in your body. And we journey to this healing temple in the center of the earth to also help with any healing that you may need. That's on May 4th, which I believe is a Sunday. And then on May 13th, I have more of a traditional group quantum journey, past life regression or other life regression, which is to help you awaken sacred wisdom and your sovereign power within. This also lines up with the Sun-Earth opposition to Juno, which energetically is a great time for clearing karmic contracts, soul contracts, reclaiming your power and redefining who you want to be. So in this journey, like I said, it's going to be more of a traditional past life regression, but I'm going to guide you to where whatever you need to see to awaken your sovereign power, your soul's wisdom, is where you're going to go. So that could be ancestral wisdom. It could be past life, soul wisdom, things your soul has worked on to develop, or a life where you stood in your power unwaveringly that you need to see now. It could also be cosmic lives, if you need to bring those frequencies through now. All these events I'm super excited about, and it should be a lot of fun. I know it's a lot of things coming up, but if any of these resonate with you, I hope to see you in these spaces, and I can't wait to meet you there.